Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The first down carry for Davis. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey's one of the best centers in the league, and to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep left side into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. throwing the interception, Mayfield. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
180! Come on.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Defensively, here are the starters for New England. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the draw, this is Davis. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. Crowder now to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Patriots take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. This is Wilkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Davis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Throwing is Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Here's Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rhett Ellison. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
Set, 180. Let's go. Check it out, Reed.
On 2nd down, it's Wilkins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set, 180. 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. What's up?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. James now to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run on first down. Davis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So the Patriots coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield looks to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, Wilkins. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Mayfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. On the carry, it's Wilkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, his throw incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Following the interception here, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Mariota. And this is Parker, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Mariota. That's caught by Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play fake. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Check.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Good job.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New England. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's James. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run with Wilkins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now Mayfield. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Ebron with it over the middle.
Let's go.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this one to Treadwell, complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Mariota on 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Mariota. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The kick by Marr is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Marcus Mariota with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jordan Willis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. First down, Mariota. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Mariota. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, Davis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's caught by Treadwell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lance Kendricks. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Marr on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Wilkins. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They run again with Wilkins. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield now, and this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. On 2nd down, Davis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on 1st down. Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back, has bred this big defensive tackle.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Mariota. It's caught by Davis.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On second and 12, Mayfield. This is Coleman with a grab. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New England. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down. Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Crowder. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
You got it. You got it.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
20. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield got his man there, complete to Gallup. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
52 is the mark, boy. 52.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Kelly on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield now from the 50. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And it's caught by Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Davis now. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. From the 39, Mariota. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Mayfield. Ebron with it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Mayfield. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Davis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go again with Davis. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
180. Come on, let's go.
Now Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
A gain there of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. Brandon Coleman was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, second and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. To throw on second and 10, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
At the 42-yard
I'm
line.
coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down now. It's Wilkins, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? Third and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, it's Wilkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. See it, making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.